Hey, how's it going? My name is Rowena from type1active.com. Today I want to talk about setting a goal for yourself, setting like a fitness goal or a nutrition goal. What you need to do is have a plan. So basically, if you are currently living an unhealthy lifestyle, so say for example you're just eating whatever you want all the time, you're eating takeaways all the time and you're not exercising in the slightest, and then all of a sudden you get this urge to like do something about it and change, this is the time where you need to put the plan in place. While you've got that motivation, you're like, yeah, I can do this. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you to put a plan in place is because when you get that initial motivation, you need to be able to keep that. Sometimes you get this motivation and then it drops, and then it comes back up and then it drops. So having a plan in place is going to help you actually do something about it rather than just saying and thinking it. And the other reason why is that rather than going in all at once, you might get this motivation, you might get your gym membership the next day and you might go shop and get all your salad, and you do that and you go to, all these extremes to like just change. You go from you go from being completely sedentary to go into like overdrive, like workout person, and then you lose this weight initially and you change your life, you feel great, but then what eventually happens is that you hit a wall. Okay, so what's happened when that happens is that your body is adapted. So it's adapted to the drop in calories that you've given it, and it's also adapted to the amount you're training. So the only way you're going to carry on losing weight is if you keep dropping your calories and you keep exercising more. So what I would suggest in the beginning is, instead of going all in at once, this little plan that I was talking about making, within this plan, maybe say for example it could be like 12 weeks. Okay, say for maybe you want to lose like a stone. Okay, so maybe aim to lose like a few pounds a week, like a few pounds a month. And you know what, it's a much better way to do it because it's more sustainable, and it's less crazy on your body. It's less of a shock, so your body's going to work with you and adapt at the same time, and just be a bit kinder to you, because otherwise at the end of that 12 weeks, if you just go all in at once, like drop the calories from, say for example you're eating 2,000 calories a day, and then you drop them by 500 a day, so you're eating 1,500 calories a day. You've dropped it by that much, and then by the end of the 12 weeks your body is totally and utterly adapted to that number, and so it won't lose weight anymore from 1,500 calories. So instead of adding the exercise in straight away, if you do want to drop your calories to that amount, then that's up to you. I wouldn't advise it, but just do one or the other at first. So maybe just drop a few calories and add in 2 sessions in the first week. So say for example drop 100 calories a day, and then the next week, if you've seen a change on the scale, or you feel like your clothes fit a little bit better, or they haven't changed at all, then you do need to drop your calories a little bit more, or you need to add in an extra cardio session or an extra training session. So just don't do it all at once, because you're just going to get worn out, and I can promise you at the end of that 12 weeks, if you don't give yourself a bit of time, you're probably just going to feel like shit, and you don't want to feel like that, because then you're like, oh my god, what was this all for? And then you just go back to eating the way you were eating before, and then you will put the weight back on. So you need to take into consideration that your metabolism is going to adapt, and your body is going to become stronger, and therefore needs more of a push in the gym. You need to be doing like heavier weights or more cardio, because it does adapt. So you think about changing that plan. So throughout this 12 weeks, think about changing each week just based on how your clothes are fit. And you don't necessarily need the scale, to be honest, especially if you start lifting weights. Muscle weighs heavier than fat, and I'm not saying you're gonna like gain 3 pounds of muscle, because it just doesn't work like that. Women don't, men build muscle much quicker than women, but a woman wouldn't be able to put like more than a pound, I think, of muscle a month. So don't use it as a gauge to think, oh yeah, I can eat what I want and that's gonna happen. So anyway, just went off track a bit then. So yeah, let's just finalise. So what you need to do, if you're going to go on a diet, you're going to start exercising again, adopting a healthy lifestyle, make a plan, drop your calories, go to the gym, but don't do it all at the same time, and don't do it like drastically, because it's completely unnecessary and your body will thank you much more in the long run. So please subscribe to my channel and visit my website type1active.com, and I'll speak to you there.